Hey folks, and welcome to something that's, welcome back to Genshin Impact, but I just wanted to make this quick video, because I want to say, happy anniversary Genshin Impact. Yes, it's been actually, for me, 3 years ago today, my journey through Teyvat started. As you can tell from the, let's see, not that, the archives here, and these are usually almost ordered, but yeah. The moment, well, it would say on the stuff, but very first character you get is Amber, and the journey started at 9/27/2020. 3 years in, and so many characters later. Yeah, at this current point in the stuff, I do have all the characters collected up to this point. I still need to get well, obviously, Risley has not come out yet. He's in the second half, so that is slated. Let's see. When does that banner end? Oh, and there's October 17th. So mid-October, Risley will be out. And if you've seen my previous video with the summons for Nivelette, my next 5-star is gonna be guaranteed. Oh boy. I wasn't expecting that to be truthfully told. And I wish it was like, oh, I got another 5. It's like, oh, it's D-Luke. It's like, okay, cool. And my weapon lock was terrible, which, by the way, an update on that, I did get his weapon. Though, at the cost, I lost twice. When I got the Nivelette's book, I also get the last part for the Staff of Homa to get to R5, so I got 3 Homas and 1 book. I was like, I was just as shocked as when I actually got the double 5 for Nivelette. Well, Nivelette and D-Luke, and that final pull for the character banner. And I was equally as shocked to get this R5 Homa. So now I have C6 R5 Hu-Tao, which is now, well, I can't really say completely built. There's always some improvements. But yeah, also, I also tried to figure out how to get up here. Easy enough, I would have to go upstairs. Take all the let's see, the left path. Or you can take a right. Use the pillar to elevate the height and use Wanderer to get here. And I was able to sit here. I was like, dang it, I could have came up here for the summoning for Nivelette. Anyway, to review stuff, so Nivelette was the latest acquisition. And in terms of the current state of Genshin right now for me, I am not spending as much compared to Star Rail, though after the reset with the store things, I did spend a little bit, just a tad bit. But well, I can say Genshin's still going strong for me. The story is really still, I'm still following the story heavily because I'm curious to know what's going to happen, especially when we go through the Archon quest, which I'm still waiting for my PlayStation's version of the game to update. That way I can cover it on there. Cause I don't know, from the last time I did the PC stream, there's some noticeable like stutter in the picture. But even though it's running smoothly on my end, still can't figure it out. So I'm gonna rely on the PlayStation to be using the PlayStation as a means to cover Archon quests and story quests. Events wise, I can always do the recording here on PC. So let's see. And honestly, these are all the characters I have built up. I will eventually get to the point where I'll eventually start upgrading everyone to level 90. Eventually, if I did time and motivation to do so, because I know I've seen people build them up and utilize them in other teams, especially like free-to-play teams, to take on the abyss. Yeah, I mean, I started it especially with Bennett, Farazan. Yeah, Bennett and Farazan were the primary big ones that I started leveling level 4 stars to help me with my runs, but eventually I got the like I like some people in fact say, oh, Jingchu is the original Hydro Archon before Nuvolet or Farina. But yeah, I mean overall my interest in the game is still strong as is 3 years ago, though I don't play it as in quote unquote sacrilegiously as before. I mean, I have other things. Real life has kicked in. I was like, okay, you know what? I mean, time to time, I mean, I can't, like I said, do what I did like 3 years ago. Just continuously go log on daily to stream. I mean, to play Genshin. Just to do the commissions and stuff. Yeah, I mean, sometimes there'll be days I missed like a more than several days. I actually probably took a month off um, from Genshin to do play Star Rail, and I'm now I have to strike a balance between both games now. Especially when ZCZ does eventually come out. It's like, oh boy, three Hoyoverse gotcha game, 3 Hoyoverse games. I don't know if well, there's no information on ZCZ being a gotcha game, but knowing Hoyo, uh, there's likely gonna be a gotcha element to it. Something tells me. But either way, I'm looking forward to ZZZ's release whenever it does get out. Maybe next year. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying myself, and that's in terms of characters, as you saw, and for weapons. Yeah, I believe starting at no, at the very beginning of the game, I was like, okay, you know what? If I get the weapon, cool. If I don't worry about it. I know they're gonna come back. But I was thinking, with all the character releases, I think I did get most of the signature weapons for most of the stuff. Yeah, I mean, these are all the weapons that I've earned within the 3 years of stuff, and yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I will continue supporting the game, spending bit by bit, time to time, especially. Well, right now I have not seen any character that I want to say, oh, I definitely want to C6R5 next. It hasn't happened yet. I think the last big one was Wanderer, which I got C6, but I skipped out on his rerun banner for, especially for the weapon. That was around the time when Star Rail was coming out. I was like, well, shoot. Now I'm at a crossroad. But in due time, I do intend to finishing off the weapon summons to get Wanderer or Kazenoko here R5. I mean, yeah, R5. But after that, in terms of like the Fontaine cast, I don't see anyone that was like, okay, who should I C6? I mean, I mean, seen people say, oh my god, Nouvellette is very broken at a certain point. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, I've seen people who C6'd him. I admit, that looks powerful. And his kitten abilities is like, whew. But that's for another time. I guess maybe during his rerun, I'd possibly consider it. But I know all I'm prioritizing for Genshin at least is to get the character and possibly one copy of their weapon. Unless I'm going to full commit it like I did for Yae. Yae. Who was it? Shoot, what was it? Oh yeah, Yae, Ayato, and Wanderer. Those were the ones I. Oh yeah, Yae, Wanderer, Ayato, Zhao, and Wanderer. So those are 5 characters that I have maxed in terms of the constellations. But Ayato and Yae are the only ones that I got. Oh, and Hu Tao. So maybe that's 6. Yeah, so 6 C6 characters, but 3 of them have their signature weapon R5'd. For limiteds, anyway. Ganyu, even though I have her R5 weapon, well, that's mainly because I kept getting them on the standard banner. Zhao's one was, I believe I lost it to 50/50s when it had a rate up. I forgot when though, but I did eventually get it. Everything else is like, okay, we'll see. In due time. But that'll be it, and yeah, I believe my PlayStation should be finished updating the game right now, and I will see you back in a little bit to start the Archon quest. So look forward to that, and again, happy anniversary, Genshin. I loved the game from day one. I will still continue to support it onwards, especially when it comes to the story. Alright, and we'll see you all in a little bit for the Archon quest.